Hey, this is Gary Clark Jr. and you're watching Noise 11.
You're tuned to Noise 11. Tim Cashmere is my name, and we are sitting here with future legend Gary Clark Jr.
Future legend. Mm.
Now, Gary, you're here in this brief little whirlwind tour of Australia, which seems designed to introduce you to Australia and introduce Australia to you. So,
right.
How are you and the country getting on so far?
We're getting along great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like this place. Folks have been really cool. We played our first gig last night, and it's
sold out crowd tonight.
Wonderful.
Yeah,
I'm excited to be here.
It's a pretty good start.
Yeah, man.
I suppose a lot of people have been dubbing you the future of the blues and things like that. Now, you kind of you laugh that off, but yeah, how does it feel to have that weight on your shoulders? Or is it a weight on your shoulders?
No, it's not a weight on my shoulders, really. I mean, I think it comes from a good place. But future of the blues and all that, I don't know. I mean, I don't think there's so many great blues artists out there, and I don't know. I'm lucky. I'm grateful. I've gotten a shot to get out and run around and be in front of some people. So, you know, it's good. But if I think about it too much, it starts to mess me up. So I'm just doing what I do.
But there is, I suppose that label came from your magical ability to tread this fine line between sounding like you belong in 2012, but also, you know, sounding like you're a part of you know, the great blues musicians that came before you. I mean, is that something? Is that a line that you're aware of?
Yeah. Well, I think of it like this. I mean, it's like my foundation is definitely blues. You know, the roots is blues, and that's how I grew up in Austin, Texas, running around blues joints and being able to be around guys like Jimmy Vaughan, James Cotton, Hubert Sumlin. You know, so I'm aware of that, and it's, you know, definitely want to be a part of that. But I also grew up in the 80s and 90s with all kinds of other stuff going on, cool sounds, and so I just kind of put all of that into one thing. And I guess, you know, definitely it's obvious that it's blues based, branching out, you know, roots, limbs, branches, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I suppose you have the chance to do that now that it's not your first album, but your first major label album, Blak Blu, is coming out.
Yeah.
You have been putting out material independently for what, 8 years now?
It's been about 11 years.
11 years, right?
10, 11 years, yeah.
So it must be incredibly exciting to have this album coming out on October 22 here.
Yeah.
What's going through your head? Suddenly the whole world is paying attention to you.
Lots of things. It's a bit overwhelming, but I'm really excited. I mean, I've been doing this for a really long time, get an opportunity to release a, you know, major album and run around the world and kind of do my thing. It's exciting. I'm not gonna lie and pretend like I'm not a bit nervous about it. You know, there's more eyes, a little bit more attention, so I'm aware of that. But I'm just excited. It's been a long time coming.
But if you're nervous about this is the completely amateur psychologist counselor going out of me.
Oh boy!
If you are nervous about this, I mean, you've played some incredible shows before. You played the Crossroads Guitar Festival a couple of years ago. You played with Alicia Keys recently. There's a clip of that up on your YouTube thing. How do you feel when you're walking into a situation like that?
I feel excited. I've always wanted to, you know, dreamt of these opportunities and these gigs and being able to collaborate with great artists and play gigs like that. So, you know, I think of it like this. You know, I haven't been doing it so long to get nervous and freak out now. So, I'm just rolling with it. I'm excited. Every opportunity is great for me.
Mm-hmm. And what's it like? You know, you mentioned hanging out with Hubert Sumlin and Jimmy Vaughan and things like that. I mean, Hubert is probably old enough to be your great grandfather, or at least grandfather, maybe. He's been around for a very long time. You know, is it a different kind of thing when you jam with someone like that compared to when jamming with someone like Alicia Keys, who's from your generation?
Yeah, it's a bit different. No disrespect to Alicia Keys, but I wouldn't be here if it weren't for guys like Hubert Sumlin. So there's this definite respect. I feel like a small little student child when I'm around guys like that, and definitely want to impress them and make sure that they know that I know the history and like I'm down with like the real deal. So yeah, I get a little bit more in my head about it.
Are these old guys looking out for that? Do they want to know that you know the history, or
Yeah,
you know, would they be happy just to play if you just, you know, were a great guitarist?
I'm not sure. I mean, maybe I'm thinking too much of it in my head, but you know, I definitely want to show the utmost respect to those guys. They're definitely the foundation. Like I said, I wouldn't be sitting here if it weren't for guys like that to pave the way for me to be some little punk from Texas running around the world playing guitar. So.
It seems interesting to me sitting here and talking to you, and you have to be up there with one of the most laid back artists that I've ever spoken to.
Oh yeah.
And then you listen to a song like Bright Lights, you know, for example, or you know, whatever else on the record, and that's a song that's being sung by a very confident and very bold man.
Yeah. I don't know what to say about that. I mean,
I don't know. It's the first time I heard Bright Lights. That was the first song I ever heard from Gary Clark Jr. Yeah, I thought, wow, this guy's he's putting himself out there.
Yeah. I guess maybe that was the outlet, you know. Sitting here, I'm pretty laid back, but strap a guitar on, put a microphone in front of me, and that's my time to let loose and, you know, put it all out there. Like, you know, the intensity, the fire, everything that's subtly burning within comes out, I guess.
And is that why, you know, when you get on stage and suddenly a song like Bright Light suddenly goes for 10 minutes and...
Yeah, 10, 15, maybe 20 sometimes.
I'm okay with that. I think every song should go for...
I'm okay with it too. That's why I do it. You know?
Yeah.
You know, sometimes I'm just not ready to quit.
Now you come back to Australia in January.
Yeah.
Big day out.
Big day out.
Yeah.
I'm curious, man, because I haven't heard... No one's giving me details about it. Everyone just says, man, it's crazy and you're going to enjoy it.
Yeah. Oh, well, I hear a lot of international bands that get on the big day out call it the big day off.
Oh, yeah?
Because there's 5 shows now over 3 weeks.
Wow.
You can do that, can't you?
I'm down.
Yeah.
That sounds cool to me.
Every show is coastal.
Cool.
So
I'm ready for it.
Well, we look forward to having you back. Gary,
thank you.
Thanks so much for coming in.
Thanks for having me.